Can I beat ULTRAKILL's Prelude blindfolded? That is a question I think only I am insane enough to ask. Is it even possible to complete this challenge? Let's find out. But first we have to go over some basic rules. 1. I cannot take off my blindfold mid-level. 2. I can only take off my blindfold in the main menu and the rank screen. 3. If I have my blindfold off at any point during a level, I then must put the blindfold back on and restart the level. 4. I count level completion as reaching the rank screen for that level, meaning secret exits count. 5. The final rule is that you as a viewer have to subscribe to the channel so I can beat Hakita in subs. Anyway, we drop into 0-1 and put on our blindfold. This is the blindfold if you're wondering. Now you're probably confused as to why I have a face mask with the bottom half of my profile picture on it, but don't ask. I just have it because I do. That's it. I'm officially blind. We start off by entering the opening room, where the game makes the incredibly smart decision to give the blind man a gun. Oh, and if I haven't already mentioned, we're playing on brutal difficulty, which means Filth have gained the power to jump, which sucks, especially when you can't see anything. The starting room was exceptionally easy. I just spammed coins and sword traps until everything died. And I find it actually hilarious that the hardest part of this room was trying to walk through a goddamn door. It's right there! Eventually, I just started to shoot around the room, hoping to hit the glass panel above the door, a sound cue that would indicate its general location. Sound cues were what we would be relying on for most of the run, as in conjunction with my memory of the game, sounds would help me figure out where I am, just like the glass panel shuddering above the door in the starting room. Oh, and I have committed the cardinal sin of turning off ULTRAKILL's music. But I can hear the game's sound effects better, so it's for a good cause, right? Anyway, we clear the corridor with explosive weapons and end up at the second checkpoint of the level. We head through the easy enough glass corridor using shotgun swapping to kill the enemies whilst avoiding breaking the floor beneath us. The next room you might think would be exceptionally hard to get through blindfolded, as you can't just hold a movement key until you hit a wall. You'd have to perfectly navigate the glass pathway whilst killing the enemies that spawn on it and not fall into the giant spinning blades beneath you. But you can just ignore that section entirely. How, you might ask? Well, here. What I do is get slam storage on the wall behind me and then spam jump until I hit the ground. Then I go flying upwards and spam dash until I hear that I'm sliding down the wall in front of me. I then land on a pipe, meaning all I have to do is tap back and hold forwards to get through the door, and boom. Room cleared without having to do that stupid glass pathway. So I get the room skip first try, right? And then I proceed to kill myself because I'm on the complete opposite side of where I'm supposed to be. And then for some reason it takes me like 800 attempts before I get back to where I was. Anyway, I actually managed to get through the door this time, and I got the third checkpoint of the level. And yeah. The Prelude's fights are so easy I can beat almost all of them first try on the hardest difficulty, blindfolded, by literally spamming random buttons. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but it sounds like it's working. And then, of course, the hardest part is trying to find the exit door. But luckily, this door had a nice sound cue. I can hear the blood flowing in the next room. And so now we've made our way to the blood corridor, where for some reason I get stuck for a very, very long time. See, here's me thinking I made it to the next room, shooting directly up, trying to hear the sound of glass panels shattering. It took me probably another 2 minutes just to get to the top half of this room. And luckily the game was lenient enough to give me the fourth checkpoint, even though I'm nowhere near it. Thanks, game. From here, the next room was pretty simple, just move forwards and mind the gap, that's all. We reached the checkpoint right before Maurice, and I thought he was going to be easy enough. Just use the sharpshooter insta-kill strategy and the level would be complete. Well, it would be that simple if I had the ability to aim. For some reason, I just kept missing until on the third attempt, I got this incredibly satisfying insta-kill. You might be thinking, wow, nice. Now all you have to do is walk forwards and the level's done. Well, no, silly viewer, I killed Maurice at least another 5,000 times before I managed to figure out how to get through this stupid big red door. On multiple occasions, I was so goddamn close, Looking back at the footage just hurts to watch. But after 3 minutes of resetting at the checkpoint, I did this. Let's go! Oh my god, that took me so long. 23 restarts, bro. After beating 0-1, I thought everything was going to be just fine. The rest of the prelude was going to be just as easy. And, oh boy, I was wrong. Stick around to the end because things get quite interesting. The opening stretch of 0-2 is just perfect for a blind man. Just hold forwards and you'll make it to the first big room in no time. We then whipped out our saw blade launcher and bounced the saws off of the walls, strafing around until every enemy was caught in the crossfire. This level luckily had a secret exit, so we could leave early. Now, in order to get access to the secret exit, I'd have to pick up the blue skull in the ceiling. But I don't think you realize how hard it is to pick up skulls when you're blindfolded. Bro, where's the stupid blue skull? What? The issue is there's no sound cues for when you're near one, and you have to be looking directly at what you want to pick up. Otherwise, no skull for you. So, after fisting the wall for 2 minutes, I finally grabbed the skull out of pure luck. Bro, where is this? Oh, I got it. Now we'd have to deal with the traps in the level, and as a blind man, that's not a great idea. The first trap is easy enough. We just listen for when the trap hits the floor and run after it gets pulled back up. And in the next room, I honestly think I might have just broken the record for quickest saw trap room clear. These two traps seemed like they were going to be hard to get through, but it was as simple as waiting for the first one to open and just sprinting to the checkpoint. Now, we could place the skull on the pedestal, an equally challenging task to picking... Oh! I got it almost first try, never mind. And there we go, another level down, 3 to go. 0-3 was the first level we'd have to fight a boss, and on brutal difficulty, Swords Machine is actually incredibly difficult, and that's without a blindfold. Luckily, we could just skip straight to Mr. Yellow Rectangle by breaking the glass above us, and launching ourselves upwards with a nuke. But we acquired the checkpoint right before the boss fight. So, my first idea to kill Swords Machine was just to spam saw traps on the floor and shotgun swap like a madman, hoping to hear him die. But that didn't exactly turn out how I'd hoped. My next idea was to create a line of bouncing saws and shotgun swap, but that also didn't work. On the third attempt, I came to the revelation that I can spike Swords Machine with a screwdriver to aid me in killing him. After a while, I realized it would be a good idea to bring coins into the mix as well. This allowed me to get really close to killing Swords Machine on one of my attempts. After a dozen restarts, I decided to try and keep Swords Machine in the corner of the room, so I'd have an easier time trying to hit him. And guess what? With a beautiful Ultra Ricochet, Swords Machine was killed. Now it was time to spend 15 years trying to get to the exit. 0-3 was now complete. Yes! Okay, I beat 0-3, that's good. The next level wasn't going to be as easy, however. 0-4 was going to be hard whilst blindfolded, because it includes 3 of the worst possible things for a blind man. 1, way too many enemies. 2, the rooms are massive. And 3, glass panels, oh my god! So the first room consisted of 16 enemies, specifically 10 filth, 5 strays, 1 Maurice. Yep, that's right, Maurice is back, except this time he has an entire army to help him kill me. Obviously, our first attempt went horribly. Same with the second. Same with the third. Yeah, you can see where this is going. But after around 10 attempts, I had come up with a brilliant strategy. I'd trigger all the enemies to spawn in, then back up with an overloaded pump charge, and detonate it right in the middle of all the filth. Then I just place a saw trap to clean the rest of them up. Then, out of literally sheer luck, we killed Maurice. So, that's pretty cool. Then we'd just spam coins till all the strays died. Also, this is probably the last time I'm gonna say this, but yeah. I spent like 10 minutes trying to find the door. In fact, I got so lost, I tried using friggin' echolocation with my whiplash to make a mental map of the room. Anyway, the second room we could skip past, thank God. But the third room was going to be painful. Our plan going into the third room was to simply just stay away from the glass as much as possible and kind of bury ourselves in the corner of the room. And what do you know? We somehow cleared this super hard room with barely any Oh, no! Never mind. But after a while, we got the room cleared, and we didn't kill ourselves this time. We were right next to the door that led out of the level, so we didn't really need to crawl around on all fours, sniffing the floor, trying to get through a goddamn door. Why the hell did that rhyme so well? Don't ask me. I don't even know why I'm rapping now. I am your mom. I am your dad. What? 0-4 was now finished. All we had left to do was the climax level, 0-5. This was probably going to be the hardest part of the entire run. 2 giant Cerberus in a tiny arena versus a blind man. I don't think the blind man has a high chance of winning. 0-5 opened up with a giant lava section, and with pure luck on our side, we made it through the door and claimed the checkpoint. Now, I'll spare you all the boring bits where I die 15 million times, but literally on the second attempt, we got so goddamn close to killing them. Alright, I'm gonna do some live commentary on this one. Alright, so we enter the room. Cerberus is coming off of his pedestal. We have a sharpshooter set up, and then we spike him with a screwdriver. Spamming, shotgun swapping, get him into the corner, very good strategy. Kind of slam jump, place a saw trap, good idea, good idea. We're doing really good damage, the saw trap's helping a lot. Oh, we've almost got him, Yep, that's one Cerberus down. Okay. So, we're gonna lure this big angry red guy into the corner. Oh, we missed the screwdriver, that's sad. Place another saw trap, that'll be some good damage. Spam shotgun swapping, and boom, he's done! There's no way I just beat the whole prelude. Blindfolded.